Yo, listen up. Here's a story about a little guy that lives in a blue world. And all day, and all night, and everything he sees is just blue. Like him, inside and outside. Alright, what is up my friends? Welcome to the Monday video here on CoolStuffInc.com. This is an absolutely bizarre one. It's a conundrum I'm trying to figure out. This is a deck that Twitter user M-Hayash, I'm sorry, M-Hayash55780121, you can see it up here in the deck name right here, built and played to some success. I honestly don't know the exact tournament, but people have been playing this deck and getting 5-0s in leagues, playing it in challenge. People want a challenge also. And it just looks very different than anything we've seen in Modern in I don't know, maybe even ever. This is like a big blue deck. All right, so this is a Chalice of the Void deck. So there are no 1-mana spells except for Dismember. It's sort of like a counterspell tempo deck. So we've got 4 counterspell, right? We've got 4 subtlety and 4 Force of Negation. So we have 8 pitch counterspells as well as 4 actual counterspells. And then to make this all work as far as threats go, the most important card of the deck by far is Svyelun of Sea and Sky. A Merfolk God, but just a good card. It's just a 3/4 for 3. Whenever it attacks, you draw a card. And that's just very good, honestly. You play this, untap with it, and then counter things, attack, draw, counter things, attack, draw. It's like a super Ophidian for my boomers out there, right? And that's supplemented with Brazen Borrower, which obviously a very good tempo card, and Vendilion Clique, a card that we haven't seen in a while. And there's just 4 of all these because you're playing 8 pitch spells anyway, right? So, just a wild both threat base and answer base, right? So Dismember's here to kill creatures, which Mono Blue can't usually do. 4 Spreading Seas, Gradient's Urza Saga against Tron decks, Valakut decks, things like that as well. And then the mana base is also just sort of out of this world. 4 Faerie Conclave. 4. 3 Hall of the Storm Giants. 7 creature lands in the mono blue deck. 1 Vantress, 4 Blast Zone, which makes sense. I mean, like, you know, cheap creatures maybe usually get into this deck. And then we got 1 Minamo, 1 Oboro, 1 Otawara, and then 1 Waterlogged Grove. So an absolutely wild deck. Wild in the sense of, like, if I saw this deck, I'd be like, what is this? But the fact that this pitch has been crushing, it's won a challenge, it's 5 on multiple things, is the real, like, wow, really? Like, really? All right, sure. Let's check it out. So, Sideboard has 4 copies of Tide Shaper. This is a Merfolk that can make your opponent's lands and islands. Kind of supplement the Spreading Seas, I suppose. A couple Hurkyls recalls. We got Hearses, Torpor Orb, Ratchet Bomb, and Relic of Progenitus. So, I really, my expectations are, I don't even have expectations here, because upon seeing the list, I was like, that deck looks kind of bad. But it's been doing so well in the hands of many different players, and it's so different than we see in Modern. I'm super stoked to try it and see what happens. But first, we work from our sponsor, CoolStuffInc.com, and then we'll get right to the games.
Cool Stuff Inc. is proud to sponsor Jim Davis. We offer great deals on card games, tabletop RPGs, board games, and more. Get a free token featuring Jim Davis and take 5% off your next order if you use the code JIM5 at checkout. CoolStuffInc.com. Cool stuff in stock.
All right, round 1, opponent reveals Gigantha. Should be a few different things, obviously. And we've got Faerie Conclave, of course. And we got Counterspell, Force of Negation, and of course our God of Sea and Sky. This is a big part of this deck is also the ability to just like cast this card, defend with a pitch counter, and then attack with it, which is pretty sweet. So we're gonna play. We're gonna keep this. It's not great, but it's fine. Just Counterspell your 2-drop, play God of Sea and Sky. Hopefully draw a blue spell to defend it. Gigantha indeed. I just can't get over 4 Faerie Conclave. Like, we didn't play 4 Faerie Conclave back in the day. You know, way back in the day. That's even before my time. I'm posting right now, but 4 Faerie Conclave is wild. Like, there's no standstill in the deck. There's no, like, you know, popular deck a long time ago was like a land still deck where you'd play a card called Standstill, 2 mana enchantment. whenever a player plays a spell, the other player draws 3. So you play it, and both players don't do anything. So you play that and creature land. So you go turn 1 Conclave, turn 2 Standstill, and if they don't ever do anything, you kill them with the land. But it's cool. Magic history right here. Opponent mulligans to 6. I want to remind you all, of course, there's a companion article to this video, as always, on CoolStuffInc.com proper. I do a video article on Monday, as well as a written article on Friday. And, of course, free content every weekday on CoolStuffInc.com from a fantastic suite of authors. And me, of course, and me. And, all right, we got an Inquisition of Coslic. That's pretty bad for us. We can't force this, because we can't be all in on this card. So, not ideal. Not ideal. The pitch counters are definitely going to be a lot better against the more unfair decks in the format than the fair decks. So Watery Grave Gigantha Inquisition takes Counterspell. So probably has second Thoughtseize here, I would guess. Subtlety. Okay. Play Island and Sigo. Very interesting this turn. They cast Thoughtseize. We could force it and then just play the God of Sea and Sky and just hope it's good enough. It's risky. It's very risky. If they're playing Shadow, they can even just block it too. So blue-black Ledger Shredder. So we could Subtlety this and put on top of their deck. That doesn't seem worth it either. This is fine. This is fine. I'm a little worried about the survivability of my God of Sea and Sky. They have a Bobble also. It's pretty efficient. Ledger Shredder, one of the many cards in the format that makes that abuses Bridger's Bobble. So they get to connive here. We'll see what they want to discard. Card's good. Card's very good. Discard a Drown in the Loch. Sure. Now, of course, the issue is they have Fatal Push. They have multiple ways. They have a way to Revolt it and kill my poor God of Sea and Sky, but we'll see. We'll see what's up here. They're going to look, though. Look at my top card. So they know that we have every card in our hand but Subtlety, I think, right? Another one, sure. Well, now they know. Now they know. All right, well, we're going to cast the God of Sea and Sky. We didn't come here to not cast this card. So we'll see if we can defend it or not. Obviously, if they have a Fatal Push, they can wait till our turn and cast it. I guess we're safe, right? Because I guess, like, they can't cast it on their turn, we can force it. And if they cast it on our turn, we can just hard cast Force. So, I don't feel that bad. Play Expressive Iteration? That's fine. That's fine. We'll allow it. We'll allow it. It's always a little weird against these fair decks because, like, Force of Negation isn't as good because you're not countering one big thing, and it is card disadvantage if we pitch to it. But we're gonna mostly use this to try and protect our God of Sea and Sky here. Although this thing is getting bigger, realistically, and it's going to be soon out of Dismember range. We have 4 Borrowers though, and Borrower seems like the best card in this deck. Not the best card, but like one of the best cards for this deck. The ability to have a flash threat, it's also a bounce spell, and it gets light armor removal. It's pretty sweet. So here's iteration. Look at the top 3. Get to draw 1, exile 1, and play it immediately, and shuffle 1 away. God, it's so funny how many words on this card that just don't matter. Just the entire first 2 sentences and the last 4 sentences are all irrelevant. It's just literally just 3/4, legend, attack, draw a card. And that's how push this card is. In a Merfolk deck, this card is the best card in the deck by a country mile. But all right, they find Thoughtseize, so they're going to Scalding Tarn, fetch, shock. I mean, again, I'm assuming they're playing Shadow here. All right, there's Blood Crypt down to 12, and they're going to cast Thoughtseize. They get the Shred, so we'll let the Shred resolve first, and then we'll decide what we're going to do based on what they discard. Forcing Thoughtseize here is kind of weird because, like, they might just take the Force anyway. So it doesn't really seem necessary. All right, 3/5. All right, yeah, this is fine. So Thoughtseize resolves. We can hardcast Subtlety also, which is kind of cool. They discarded a Ragavand, their Shredder. It's a 3/5 now. Take one of the Subtleties. And now we're in a spot where, like, one more counter and we can't even attack anymore, but I think we're still in pretty good shape here. Kind of weirdness is that the more we attack them, that was a good draw. The more we attack them, the better their shadows get, but we got to attack and draw here. So attack, draw, Spreading Seas. Cool. All right, so now we have questions. Questions that need answering. They have 4 cards in hand. Do we want to just fire up a Brazen Borrower right now and just bounce this? And there's also a question of, do I want to just cast Spreading Seas? I think I want to leave this up. Leave up Subtlety here. I'm just going to play this since I go. We can always pay that if we need to, but this is a likely turn to cast Shadow, and they know we have it, but Spreading Seas is really not doing very much here. If they had only one Blood Crypt, maybe we could turn them off a color, but their colors are pretty solid. So we can always Borrower on our turn before we attack. We don't need to do that any point before that point. We're not really scared about our life totals, so see what's up. Faerie Conclave, ready to roll. Does feel good. This is some boomer magic. Just play an Ophidian, untap with it, and start drawing cards and countering spells. That's like, and when I say boomer magic, I'm not talking about like, 8th edition, 9th edition, right? I'm talking about like 30 years ago, like 25 years ago, boomer magic. Days of Kai Bude and John Finkel. Dragon Rage Channeler. They have Delirium. I think this is a fine spot. We do definitely want to cast this to put a threat in play also, so I'm going to cast this now. They could play a Shadow, but all our stuff, not all of our stuff flies, but I'm going to cast this. So, 3/3 flyer, ETBs, and this spell will go on top or bottom, their choice. If it resolves. I still have Force here too, so they try and kill my god. God. So, Stuff the Channeler. They play a Shadow here. We have Brazen Borrower. They have another Bauble to Shred, sure. Shred another Drama Lock. We don't put many cards in our graveyards, that's for sure. Cast another Channeler. Alright. Sure. One card left. Has to attack every turn. Probably interested in petty thefting this Ledger Shredder. 16-6. They draw. They have 2 cards in hand. And we're going to take a look here. Draw a... Ooh. Tap land's not great. I would have loved to have a untap land there so I could hardcast Force also. Because if I do have a third Drown the Lock for this petty theft, things get a little awkward. But let's do it. Start thefting. Bounced. Okay. Now we're going to attack. And I will trade Channeler for a Subtlety if they want to do that. Go like this. Draw a card out this thing. We draw a Blast Zone. Cool. They're giving us the trade here. I'm okay with that. And then now we can play Blast Zone and have Force of Negation Hardcast or Brazen Borrower up. I like that a lot too, actually. There are 3. So surprisingly impressive game. Game 1 here. We did our job. We cast our God of Sea and Sky, and then we untap with it. They did allow us to do that. They did take Counterspell and did not take the God, which might have been a mistake, honestly. But this game has been dreamy, honestly. We even have Blast Zone. They play like a Shadow. We can kill Channelers with it. They're going to recast Shredder. This is fun. We have Endstep Borrower. They play a tap land, and they're just going to say go here. Wow. All right. Borrower, casting it. Take a 1. In response, they're going to Unholy Heat, targeting the god. They just know we have Force Negation, though. Discard Ragavan, sure. Force this. It's our second spell. They get to connive again, but wow, that was a surprising first game. I'm not gonna lie. I'm impressed how that played out. Let's go to sideboards here. So, Ratchet Bomb is on the menu, I would think. Relics, maybe. I could see Relics being an option also. They're not like super graveyardy, but they have, Channeler and Unholy Heat. And like I said, they have Drama Lock too, actually. That's pretty good. I was Spreading Seas are an easy cut. And then we need to cut 1 more card. We can cut a Vendilion Clique. I think Vendilion Clique is certainly fine, but probably the worst of these cards. I guess like Force of Negation Subtlety is a little weird, but honestly, like it's kind of just like how the deck is built, where you just want to tap out for this, protect it, and just go for a turn. So Don't want Hearse, don't want Recall, don't want Tide Shaper, don't want Torpor Orb. Yeah, Bomb is good for killing Shadows and 1-drops, and then of course Relic should be good in general. Obviously awkward to bring in Relic when you have Chalice of the Void, but I think if we have Chalice of the Void, we're pretty happy anyway, so I don't think that's enough of a nombo to make me want to be totally off it. Alright. Up a game. Alright, back in for game 2. Giganta Chosen once again. This hand's... Playing them all against the 6. This is like a cube draft hand, honestly. I guess we're going to keep. This is what we signed up for, right? Like, I mean, we have Counterspell. It's a 2-drop. Clique is okay. Our lands are fine. I'm going to keep. They mulliganed. I don't think I really want to mulligan this hand, so... It looks weird, but... pretty close to perfect mana, I suppose. Turn 1 Steam Vents. Ragavan. Yeah, that's a pretty good card against us. Alright. We're going to draw... Oh, never mind. We're good. Alright, so... Witchmember, Dismember. And we're going to not let them untap either, so... Lucky draw. We'll take it. A little painful, but it's okay. You got to do what you got to do. Shock in... Dash. This is fine, honestly. I don't think this is a very good... I think people dash Ragavan way too much. Way too much. So now they're completely tapped out, and they got a mana. But now I can counterspell it the next time they cast it. So, like, whatever. Alright, play land, say go. Not really in a huge rush to cast Vendilion Clique, so... No need to play a tap land here in lieu of counterspell. They're going to play Shredder. We're going to counterspell this. Think that they're going to cast Ragavan also, which isn't ideal, but I think Shredder is going to do a lot for them and be harder to remove and block than Ragavan is, so make a red. Cast Ragavan, sure. Ideally, we draw an untapped land here. We can play Vendilion Clique. If we don't, whatever. Hit's a hit. Subtlety, sure. So, Faerie Conclave being a little painful there, but... Alright, so Ragavan hits and reveals. And Oboro, sure. 12 to 16. They bobble. And so they go. Draw bobbles. They have 4 cards in hand. Pretty good amount of cards. We draw our God of Sea and Sky, but we're not really safe here. I want to click them. I want to click to clear the road and block Ragavan, and if they go to kill it, we can pitch Force and try to protect it. So try and keep them off the board, and then set things up so we can get onto the board. They have a lot of cards. 5 cards is a lot. 5 cards is definitely a lot. Alright. Start up combat. Cast Vendilion Clique. 4 Vendilion Cliques. Awesome. Classic card. Classic card. And I'll target you. Let's see what they got. They don't know any cards in our hand right now, so... They try and kill this, I will defend. Pitching... Probably... It's pitching the other clique, or... I don't know, let's take a look. So they have Kolaghan's Command, Terminate, Shredder, Thoughtseize. Their hand is quite good. Kolaghan's Command is by far the best card. Although I guess it's pretty vulnerable to Force of Negation. Double Terminate is pretty annoying, actually. Because we have our God of Sea and Sky. They also have Thoughtseize. Their hand's really, really good. Their hand's about as good as could possibly be. Unfortunately for us. Jeez. Alright. I'm going to take Kolaghan's Command, because Kolaghan's Command is just a kill my thing and get Shredder back. And not be happy about it. We know their hand is Shredder, Thoughtseize, Terminate. They go to Terminate here, we'll counter it, so we can kill it. We can guarantee we kill the Ragavan. Alright, and then we're gonna pitch the Subtlety here, I think. I want to keep the Vendilion Clique. Just cheaper and more efficient. So, get rid of this. Pitch. That's Terminate. They get Thoughtseize now too, which is pretty bad, but it is what it is, unfortunately. It is what it is. So they're down to Shredder, Thoughtseize, Terminate, and the card they drew off our click. Will they cast a Thoughtseize here? They drew a land. It's pretty good. Alright, so they get to Thoughtseize us, take our god. But then we just have Click versus Shredder and Terminate. It's not that bad, actually. They're going to cast Shredder. Wow. Interesting. Cast Shredder, leaving Thoughtseize and Terminate. Sure. We draw Subtlety. So we could click them right now and just take either Thoughtseize or Terminate, which is not ideal, honestly. We're just trying to get this thing in play safely. That's really what we're trying to do. Thoughtseize or Terminate. We can at least work our way around Terminate by, like, how we're going to play things. I think we're going to cast the Click and just take Thoughtseize. Alright, so we know their hand. Take Thoughtseize. Their hand is Terminate and then a mystery card. And obviously, like, a mystery card could be anything, so, like, it's not necessarily... It's not like we Thoughtseize them. They got a new card also. But we're hoping that we can work it through. Blood Crypt is fine. Shocking Blood Crypt. Oh, that was gross. Okay, so they get to play Shredder and Terminate. I guess the good news is that now the coast is clear. Because they're definitely casting Terminate here to get conniving twice. I would think. I mean, like, I guess they can't keep the card that they would connive, but we'll see. See what happens. See what happens. Maybe not. Maybe not. This is part of the allure of playing a weird deck too, is that your opponent just like doesn't really know what to do. They're like, So we drew a Counterspell, which is a pretty good draw. Now we draw an untapped land. We can play the god and then protect it. They're at 11. Do we want to attack? I think we do. I don't think we're blocking. Alright. And then we just say go. We're almost certainly just casting this as a 3-3. Like, what are they going to do? Instant Terminate? No. So, it would be really nice if it didn't draw a spell this turn. And couldn't double spell. Never mind. Not that bad, though. So we have the... now we got a good cast on our Subtlety, so... Cast Subtlety. Put this on top. Well, I guess now they're just going to Terminate and just... No, they can't draw it. Never mind. Because they have no cards in it, so they can't loot into it. It's funny. They might actually want to cast Terminate now, so they can connive twice, but keep the shadow on top. Okay. So this is all fine. So best draw here is an untapped blue land. We can go God plus Counterspell, I think. We also have our Faerie Conclaves too, so like they need to like not die. In for 2. I guess all things considered that could have been worse. So play the gods, they go. Now we're looking for Brazen Borrower once again is the best possible. They draw Shadow. And we're in a bit of a holding pattern because the board is pretty gummed up. Their Shadow's big. Maybe I screwed up here. Maybe I should just held the Counterspell for the Shadow. Honestly. Because now they just play Shadow, which you never attack anyway. And it's kind of hard to answer Shadow regardless, because they have too many big things. Now, I think that was a mistake. I shouldn't have cast this. That was stupid. I drew Force, and I was sort of like, oh, okay, we're safe now, but we're just not getting through. So, by Giganthus, they go. No attacks at all. We draw a Dismember. It's kind of cute, because we can like attack with the god and draw a card, and if they don't block right. Let's kill Shadow, too. Yeah, we're going to see if we can get him screw up here. So, by attacking with this first, hopefully they just block with one thing, and you kill it after blocks. I used to do it with Bomat Courier a lot back in the day. So, attack with this. Wow, that was great also. We're getting a little low here, but alright, so they're smart. Good blocks. We are going to think for a moment about what we want to do here. We dismember the Shadow and leave up Force plus Counterspell or Petty Theft. It's not bad because they are super low, so we could like Dismember and Petty Theft and save our god, which is honestly pretty good, but then our shield is down for Counterspell. But that might just be fine, actually. Let's do that. So, Dismember Shadow. And we're going to go to 6. And we're going to Petty Theft one of these Shredders. They will trigger. Which is not good for us. Discard Gigantha. I did forget about that. I forgot that we were going to connive. Discard a land? Sure. So, it's funny, they actually grew the bigger one, which worked out well for us. And now we just say go. They are at 8. We are at 6. We do have Faerie Conclave as well also. So we have some, like, you know, surprise damage kind of out of nowhere. We have a Force here, and we have a god that can safely attack. So there's Shredder. And another... Oh my god, Iteration. Whew, that's pretty good. Alright, Connive discarding a land. And Connive discarding a land. Okay, that's great, because now our god gets... Now we have to force this. It's not close. So now our god can safely attack once again. And they can't really attack us either, so this is a great spot to be in. Draw Hall of the Storm Giants. Alright, that's fine, I guess. Attack. They can block safely. We just draw cards, so another land is tough. Alright. They block. We play Hall. We say go. We have Borrower and Vendilion Clique on defense and Faerie Conclave if we need it. So I might have made a mistake. If I had explosives for 3, what? If I had played an untap land, I could have activated Conclave, block with it, and then cast Brazen Borrower, which might have been better. Alright, so now I can't cast Borrower because they have explosives on 3, so... Untap. That's bad. That was a good draw. That was a good draw. Subtlety. Okay. Move to combat. They gotta pop it in response, otherwise I draw a card, so... They pop this. That stinks. And... now they just say go. They have 0 cards in hand. So they can't Shredder unless they draw a cantrip, which is good. And if they attack here, my Subtlety can eat their Shredder. Oh, what a draw. Just no cards in hand. That best draw, not close. Not even close. Alright, now we're probably dead. Probably going to game 3 now. That was disgusting. Alright, Bobble, yeah. Just, actual perfect card. They wanted one card that was 2 spells, and they got it. And they got it. And a Shadow. Alright, I mean... Eat the Shadow. They bobble. 8 to 6. Fortunately, they're at 7. I mean, at 8, not 7, so the Hall isn't lethal. Alright. Well, once again, they can't draw 2 spells next turn. They can. I'm sorry. They have a bobble trigger. So they go from 0 cards to 1 cards. Put Shadow on top. So they're drawing Shadow right now. And we draw. Ooh, that's scary. We draw Dismember. It's a little terrifying. I'm not going to lie. It's a little terrifying. It's going to keep it in the holster, I guess, for now. And just say go. They're at 8. Another bobble. All right, sure. So, Bobble, look at our top card. I'm sorry, look at their own top card. Now they're going to connive with no cards in hand, discarding a Scalding Tarn, discarding an Iteration. All right, so they have a 3/5 and a 2/4. And we're like getting kind of close, just like turning the corner here. We cast this. I can fire up both Conclaves also, but we're again one short. Oh man, we're just one short of being able to finish them off. You need to have mana to do everything. So the question is, do I want Dismember now or later? Because I want you to save the mana now. 8 to 6. I mean, if we draw Petty Theft, we have lethal. We would have lethal anyway, though. I'm just going to untap. I think it's fine. They draw a card. I guess they could like draw a kill spell here too, I suppose. But untap and draw God of Sea and Sky. All right. We're going to cast that. And we're just going to say go. And hopefully we can get them on an attack with like Activate Conclave, block, Dismember something. Tight game. Tight game. Two cards in hand. They're both fresh. Off Bobble and draw step, so... They're really tanking. All right, well, I guess the good news is they didn't draw the fourth expensive iteration, so that's good news. Again, there's definitely mistake potential for our opponent here with the ability to have Conclave to block there and do nothing, though. Now, I could kill something, and in theory, it's act for lethal, but they just have 2 cards in their hand. That's very, very unsafe. I don't know if I want to do that or not, so I'm just going to untap and draw Petty Theft. Okay. Can't cast 2 of those, unfortunately. We were at 9 life, maybe, but now... I think we just have to say go. I think we're trying a staring contest now. Like, we can kill their Shredder. They're scared of dying in the backswing. They can't really kill us just yet. The problem is they have some pretty good draws, but... Other explosives on 3 would be pretty devastating. Dragon's Rage. Now, it's important to know the Dragon Rage Channeler has to attack. So... And Thoughtseize. Oh my god. Alright. Whoa, no. I didn't turn off auto yields. That sucks. Please discard a land. Now I can't kill their Shredder. Alright, let's see what happens. Oh, that stinks. It's hard to dispute. God damn it. Alright, let them surveil. They're going to 6 off the Thoughtseize. That's unfortunate. Alright, I'm going to kill the Shadow. Go to 2. We have 4 blockers, so... They Thoughtseize, take our useless Dismember. They go to 6. We're at 2. It's honestly, I think, kind of hard for them to find a good attack here. Without dying in the backswing, so... Oh, they're coming in. Alright. I'm pretty sure we just fire up a Faerie Conclave here and block. This will lose us the ability to activate Hall of the Storm Giants, but I think we obviously have to block here or we're dead. I think that chopping a Borrower Like we want to use the things that cost mana so we can cast spells next turn and not need to leave up the mana land this turn. So block here. Six to 2. We're again 1 short of lethal in theory. They have nothing. Try Petty Theft, please. Another Channeler. Wow. Wow. Untap. Draw. Force Negation. So close. I guess the God's coming in, because we can't draw anything. We can't do anything else with it, so just can't block. Send in the God. And we have... We're 1 blocker short right now. We need some help. Again, Petty Theft would be the best possible draw. No, that's too slow. It's not explosive. It takes 1 turn to go up. Yeah, I think we're dead. Our opponent would need to make a... Our opponent, like, almost can't even blunder here because they, these things have to attack. If I play the bomb, it'll force them... It'll probably make them attack anyway. 2 to block. 2. Yeah, I'm just going to say go. I'm not going to reveal the bomb, and then I think if I play the bomb, it'll entice them to attack with everything anyway. So, only hope is they, like, play around something that's not there. Which is not going to happen, so... Is it? No, yeah, definitely not. They're at 6. They have to feel pretty safe here. Like if they're at 3, they can worry more. But all right, whatever. Fires up. Make some awful blocks. I guess I want to keep one of my things around in case I draw Petty Theft, so I'll keep this. Like they're at 6. They play Shadow. Alright. Untap and draw. Not quite. Alright. Yeah, we're going to scoop here. I'm not going to reveal either sideboard card. If I had played the bomb, obviously it looks dumb to not play it. But if I play bomb there, they swing all out and kill me. I think 100% of the time. So I don't think... And also, and if we do that, not only do they just kill us next turn anyway, we reveal that we have bomb in our deck. So I didn't think that was worth it. I mean, I'm pretty sure that was correct. But all right. On the play for game 3. No worries. Tight game. Exciting tight game. On the play. Draw ourselves a little Chalice of the Void, maybe. We can. All right, let's keep. Let's don't turn 1 Thoughtseize me, I guess. Let's do Gantha again. All right. Hall Storm Giants go. This is a hand where I would love a Force of Negation, but Bobble. Tarn. Nothing. Wow. All right. I mean, in theory, this should be pretty good. They have explosives and kill links, man. They have ways around it, but this can buy us enough time to get our God online. We'll see how they play this turn, and if we decide if we want to click them before we cast the God. Shock twice. Play Shredder. Okay. They did have multiple terminates in the last game, too. Obviously, we draw a Relic and we have to play Chalice. I'm going to click them. I'll click them first. So you go. Leave up click. Shredder number 2. Okay. They can cast a 1-mana spell just to connive. So we'll cast click here. Obviously, if they can grow it, we won't block, but if they can't, we will. Cast click in response. Immediately fetch shock. Mystical Dispute. Sure. Better than ever here, right? So that's not ideal, though. Then now they get the Shredder and shred their 1-drops away. The card's so good. All right. I think we're in trouble now. Discard Expressive Iteration. Oh, we're definitely in trouble. There's no way they would discard Iteration if the hand wasn't perfect. So, all right. So, counter to click. I will not pay. Mystical Dispute, obviously the best card in the format against us because it's a 1 mana counterspell against our entire deck. Untap and draw Blast Zone. That's not bad. That's not bad. Guess I don't want to reveal that yet, so we'll just play Oboro and just play the God. Hope it's good enough. Probably has a Terminate stapled to its future, but not a great draw. And Double Shredder here is a pretty good Double Shredder Dispute. Turn 2 Shredder, turn 3 Shredder Dispute against my Chalice hand is pretty good. It's pretty good. Terminate. Yeah. All right, that stinks. That stinks. And a Bobble too. Oh man, such value. Discard Heat. Yeah, that's bad. I think we're in trouble, folks. I don't think there's a way out here, honestly. I guess our Blast Zone could kill the Shredders, but like that's just already gained a lot of advantage. We'll see. We'll see what we can do. They have 4 cards in hand already. Play Blast Zone. Can't play Relic. Again, not ideal. You know, just drawing the Relic. It's not part of the equation really, but we do have our Hall of Storm Giants. We do got 2 halls. They can't cast shadows, so the halls could maybe get there. All right, going up to 2 on Blast Zone. And we're gonna play the hall instead. Go draw Counterspell. Ratchet Bomb. Well, I can't play Ratchet Bomb before I pop the Blast Zone. So I'm just gonna take his time. That's tough because like we want to get the bomb going as soon as possible, but I kind of put this hall here. But I guess we just need to do this. So pop Blast Zone before they have a chance to use it on anything else. Destroy all 2s and just cast Ratchet Bomb. Problem is they're also drawing to Kolaghan's Command and Explosives to kill the Chalice and unload their hand too, so. End step. No K command, please. Got that anti-boil mana base, you know? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Ugh. Gross. Alright. There goes that. Let's add a counter to my Ratchet Bomb. We can have 6. A little extra value. K command is pretty sweet there. Pretty sweet. Crack a fetch. They're on under 5 minutes. Wow. It's a long match. It's been a long match. Play Shredder. Not guess my Relic though. That's pretty sweet. Looking for a silver lining. Discard Ragavan. Okay. Go on. Tell me more. Just saying go. Alright. Island. Play Relic. Just gonna pop it, honestly. See what we draw. I really need to decrease that. Draw Counterspell. Alright. That's like not bad, I guess. Now I have a way to kill the Shredder with the bomb. And we have Counterspell for their next threat. We have the Hall of Storm Giants too. Alright, yep. Can't have that resolve. Absolutely not. Dash Ragavan. So, now we need to decide if we are going to bomb the Shredder away or bomb the Ragavan away. We are at 8. Going to 5 is pretty sketchy. We do have an attack for 7 next turn, and they will need to, like, do something about it. I think I like bombing here, honestly. Just kill the Ragavan. We're not gonna die of a Shredder, you know? Don't get the mana or card. Yeah, I'm gonna do this. We're not dying to this card by itself next turn, so. They have another Ragavan. That would be their 3rd. So be it. Oh boy, what is this? They have a Shadow too, we're screwed. Yeah, they have a Shadow. Alright. Alright, that's unfortunate. And they're at exactly 8 again? Exactly 8? Ugh. Why are we 1 point of damage short every time? We draw Blast Zone. Alright. Oh, why is it 8? Why is it 8? All right. I guess we got a blast on the shadow and just take a hit from the shredder and just die next turn probably. They were at 7. We could just fire in the hall. I guess that still wouldn't be like great for us, but all right. Play blast zone. Say go. I guess. I would love to fire in the hall. Would love it. Oh, without shadow, I just fire in the hall. They go to 1, and then they just can't kill me. They can't kill me fast enough. Tough. Close match though. Super razor thin close match. Twice had them dead to hall if they were at 7, but they were at 8. Here comes the shredder. Take it. They have 2 cards left. I'm just gonna say go. We're at 2 now, so now Dismember's a dead draw. Borrower's probably the best draw. If we blast zone, this deck needs Threads of Disloyalty. That's what it needs. That'd be a great sideboard card. We blast zone and kill this. They didn't put Giganta in their hand. That's so sketchy. They probably have a second K command, honestly. Whatever. Kill a shadow. Untap. Nope. Nope. Just a tiny bit short. Just a tiny bit short. Hall of a Storm Giants. Put you to 1, and you got me. Good match, though. Good match. Super, super close, exciting match. So, we're on 1. That was a fun one, though. That was a really, really fun match. Super, super interesting games all the way. And I guess this deck's going to produce a lot of games like that, honestly. So, we'll take it. Won the clock battle, though, at least. All right, so, 0-1. All right, round 2. Rock and roll. Opponent reveals Yorion. We reveal a mulligan. We're going to mulligan sand. Opponent mulligan also. So, mulligan our no blue source hand into Chalice of the Void, Dismember, Vendilion Clique, Counterspell. 1 blue source. Okay. What kind of Yorion deck do we think they are? Chalice may or may not be good against them. Dismember may or may not be good against them. What side of the coin do I want to be on? We're going to keep... I think we're going to bottom the... on the draw also. Chalice probably isn't going to be good, honestly. It's just hard to know what kind of deck they are, honestly. Some money pile, something or other deck. I guess Chalice isn't great there, right? Yeah, I'm going to keep this. I'm going to keep this member because they have like Torn Ragavan. All right, we'll ship the Chalice. We'll ship Chalice. I don't think Chalice is going to be good enough. We'll see. See if we get paid off or not here. Turn on Ragavan, we kill it, maybe. Plains. Basic Plains go. The most powerful opening in all of Magic. Dismember number 2, sure. Say go. Plains. It's nice Plains. It's good art. It's good art. Plains number 2. Thalia, Guardian of Thraben. Sure. I'm going to put these Dismembers on overtime here. All right, that's a pretty good draw. We can draw land. So we're going to say Geo here. We're going to Dismember the Thalia when they attack with it. So we're going to go down to 16. And target this. And pay some life. And play some life. And pay some mana. And we need to draw a blue source. Not a Hall of Storm Giants, not a Faerie Conclave. Preferably an untapped blue source. Stoneforge Mystic. Alright, let's see what they get here. See what they get. We could say Kaldara complete. It is Kaldara complete. Alright, so we gotta kill the Stoneforge now too. Alright. Well, I guess we could just kill the Vial too. That's pretty annoying. Could just kill the actual Kaldara, but like the germ. Man, which member? All right, so what do we kill? It is indestructible. We can kill the germ with the Dismember, and they have a Kaldara just sitting in play, not doing anything. I guess it's possible they're playing Flicker Wisp, which could be annoying. If I go to kill the Stoneforge, they play another Stoneforge. It's pretty annoying. I guess we'll just kill it now, though. Not let them. I think it's also they have to use the mana to put it in play too, because they said they waste 2 mana in theory. Yeah, I'll just say go, I guess. I'll just say go. Not ideal, obviously, on the mulligan, and then we can't find our third land here. Eighth of Virus goes up to 1, making our counterspell look kind of silly. They have 3 cards in hand, now 4. Ameria, Shattered Skyclave. Alright, going for Stoneforge Mystic, sure. So, they Stoneforge, we get to eat the germ. Dismember again. 3 cards left. Again, the only real downside to this is they Flicker Wisp. They can flicker the Caldara complete. Caldra, whatever. I had syllables. 3 cards in hand. Vial on 1. Yorion in hand. I guess I can eventually Yorion it too, but we draw land, please. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. Now the question is, do I want to play the god now, or do I want to check with Vendilion Clique first? We're going to click first. I guess they have Skyclave or whatever else. Also, we have Counterspell up too, worst case scenario. I mean, they have a Vial and Stoneforge now, so our Counterspell's a lot worse than it would normally be. We see Vial on 1 for a Giver of Runes. Wow. All right. They are firing on a good amount of cylinders here. Vial goes up to 2. Dismember now can basically only target the Giver of Runes, which is fine, I guess. Nice old border Giver of Runes, too. It's fancy. Oh, you fancy, huh? Oh, you fancy, huh? I guess we have the Blast Zone in play. We can kill Giver and Aether Vial, but need a few more lands to want to do that. Right now, they don't really got a clock or anything. They got a couple things in play that aren't really doing that much. Going to see a powerful attack for 1 here. I will. I guess we are at 12. That is 2 Dismembers down. 4 Dismembers a lot. It's a lot. Definitely a lot. There certainly are a lot of 4-ofs in this deck. Tectonic Edge. This is a sack land, kill land. If I have 4 lands, sure. What else you got for me? Buy Yorion, sure. All right, it's end step. Cast Clique. See what's up. Cast Clique. See what's up. Opponent, you're playing mono white. Here it is. The Fairy Wizard. Legendary. I don't know why it's not called the Vendilion Clique, but hey, who am I to judge? Click yeah. And Solitude. Oh man, Solitude and Skyclave? Ugh. Gross. I guess we can dismember the Skyclave in response to a trigger, and our thing won't go away. I guess it's Solitude. The problem is that they Yorion, they can just like flicker the Caldara and the Stoneforge, but alright. Take Solitude, I guess. This is not ideal. Draw land? You draw land. Of course, the problem is that it is a tap land, and their edge is online now. We have Counterspell, I guess, so let's attack. We can't afford to block, obviously, but don't have too much going on. Again, their hand is Yorion and Skyclave. And play Conclave and just say go. We have Counterspell up. We have Dismember up. Well, I guess we can't Dismember the Skyclave because they have a Giver also. I mean, I guess we just gotta hope they are too aggressive with it and try and hit my Clique, I suppose. Vial goes to 3. Definitely missing land drops is not too cool. Yorion, Skyclave, 2 cards now. The Clique card we gave them and the card they just drew. It's probably a lousy spell in the first place. What's up, opponent? What do you got for me? Faerie Conclave. What the hell's wrong with this thing? My button wasn't working. Stoneforge in for 1. Caldara is 7 to equip, so it really is like pretty worthless once it's been dealt with the first time. In for 1. We are effectively at 7, so going to 6 here if you ever want to cast this. No real reason for them to do much. Cast another Vial? Sure. You got me. Aether Vial number 2. Yorion in hand, Skyclave in hand, Mystery card in hand, untap. Unfortunately, I think that's just us untapping too. All the Storm Giants. I'm going to attack. Maybe we can get him to Skyclave. That'd be sweet. They are at 14. I mean, they're pretty close to casting Yorion. They just need a land. We have Counterspell, obviously, but we got him. All right, cool. This is a good sign for us, sort of, I guess. We could just like cast the god here and just like pray that they don't draw an untapped land. That's risky. That is very risky. Otherwise, we're leaving a Clique and or Counterspell. We can't really block because they have Giver of Runes. So like we are certainly on the clock here. I think we might need to just cast this god, and just hope we can fade for a turn. We're in trouble, honestly. The Giver of Rune's pretty annoying. The Yorion hand's pretty annoying. I think this is probably a Shields down. Unfortunately, the tap lands have been killing us. There's just so many Conclaves and Halls. Like, it's just so many tap lands. Otherwise, we try and Clique in combat. I guess we could Dismember the Giver of Runes and try and Clique block the Skyclave. The problem is, of course, that's pretty risky if they draw land also. We like kind of need to leave Counterspell up. Yeah, let's play Hall. We're at 6. We're at 5, 4, 3. All right, I'm gonna say go. I guess I actually have to kill this now if I'm gonna kill it. All right, sure. We're gonna Dismember. We're gonna target Giver of Runes. We're gonna pay a bunch of life. Going down 6. Now we can also Clique block Skyclave and hit their Yorion from hand, which is another way to play it too, and then set up for God plus Counterspell next turn. So I don't hate either, honestly. We're on this. If they have anything good here, we're kind of in trouble, but I think that's already we're already behind. So we need to make plays that are a little more aggressive. Hope they work out. All right. Your turn. Your turn. Vials go up. We'll see if they want to go to 4 on the Aether Vial and threaten to just go to 5 and Vial in the Yorion. Looks like no. Which I think is honestly maybe a mistake. Getting the Vial to 5, they're 1 away, and Vialing in Yorion is quite powerful. They don't know even on the Clique in our hand, but... Three cards. They can edge my Faerie Conclave. Good old tech edge. Pretty fun land. Pretty fair wasteland variant. I think Field of Ruin is the ideal, like, ultimate anti-non-basic land card. Do got some non-basics here. They're taken. Ghost Quarter also? Alright. Alright. That's land 5. They can just cast Yorion here. Obviously, we have Counterspell, but... they're going to edge before they do anything. Alright, so we're going to float a blue. And then they're going to pass priority. We're going to cast Vendilion Clique. They can't cast the Yorion anymore, which is one of the biggest concerns. So, cast our Clique. Now we can't also God plus Counterspell as we draw land, so it's a little scary, but we click here, and again, their hand is Yorion Mystery card. So as long as that Mystery card isn't too good, this should slow things down a bit. If they, I mean, I don't know if I can slow them down any more than they already are, but... Hello? There we go. Click yeah. Survey says Yorion and another Solitude. All right, we gotta take Solitude. Oh, they go to 4. They go to 4. Okay, I had it backwards. I missed it. Yeah, 6 Solitude. Solitude also has Flash, so. But the problem is now they can Yorion off of their Vial potentially next turn. We could just blow up this Blast Zone too. I mean, like they have 4 lands too, so I mean we're probably in some trouble here. We're already at 6. Yorion could flicker the Caldera, which just kills us. So we like kind of need to leave Counterspell up. Yeah, I think we just need to draw an untapped blue source, which actually we don't really have that many of. Honestly, we have like maybe 8 more untapped blue sources, maybe 9. I guess a Subtlety would also sort of do it for a turn. They're in a Ghost Quarter my Blast Zone. That is cool. Now they're just locked in on vialing the Yorion. I guess that's bad. And draw Stoneforge Mystic. Jeez. Alright. We're back to being in trouble. Back to being in trouble. Now they get to Yorion and flicker everything too, and just kill us basically. Sort of Fire and Ice. That's pro blue. That's pro blue. Yeah, I think we're in trouble. Unfortunately, everything they have makes it so the things they have in their hand don't need to be cast for Counterspell. Which I'll click again. If they didn't have the Sword of Fire and Ice, we might be okay here. We gotta click this Yorion. I guess if I activate Vial on 5, we'll click the Yorion. Alright, just gonna say go. I don't know if we can beat the Sword of Fire and Ice. Again, they can just Vial in the sword or Vial in the creatures, so our Counterspell is effectively worthless. Vials. Up to 2. Up to 5, I can only assume. Any land gives them sword equip attack. And will elicit an immediate concession. There's a land. Alright. Tough game. Tough game. We missed on land for a few turns. And then, yeah, we're just dead here. Missed on land for a few turns. And Aether Vial and Snowboard Mystic are pretty annoying for us. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to lie. So, Ratchet Bomb, I think, is coming in. And that's probably it. And then Chalice of the Void seems pretty bad against them, honestly. They can cast their Giver or the Aether Vial before we can cast it. But I don't know what else we want, honestly. Like, Hurkyl's Recall is, like, kind of cute against, like, Vial and, like, equipment, but it's not that good. Hearse is not good. Oh, Torpor Orb's great, actually. Torpor Orb's actually pretty awesome. The Orb does turn off our Subtlety and our Vendilion Clique, but it turns off their Stoneforge Mystics and their Solitudes and their Yorions and everything else. So I guess we're here, which seems somewhat reasonable. Let's try this. Let's try this. All right, on the butt. Try it again. Try it again. Tough game there. Tough game. Well, we got blue sources now. I guess we're keeping. It's not great, but Hallstorm Giants, do your thing. Say go. It's a big giant. It's a big giant. Best Island Art, not close. Best Island Art, not close. Ah, fellow Chucker, eh? Cave of the Frost Dragon, sure. Aether Vial again. Nice 80-card deck. Aether Vial, turn 1 bolt. It's not a problem. It's not a problem. Untap and draw. Which member? Alright. Say go. Hand's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. Tectonic Edge. Yeah, sure. Nothing. All right. Brazen Borrower. Okay. I mean, like, Petty Thefting the Aether Vial is not the worst thing to ever happen. Do it on their upkeep before the trigger resolves. Could have a 1 here, be kind of annoying, but we just dismember it, honestly. See what it is. Gonna put in a... Oh, shit. God, I hit the wrong button. It doesn't actually matter, I guess, but I hit yield until that spot. Whatever. That's pretty annoying, actually, but... I meant to do this on my end step before the end zapped, but sure. Petty Theft. Bounce to the Aether Vial. Dismember the Giver of Runes. Given Runes. Tekken Edges. Frost and Caves. Shatter and Skies. You called it the castle of a god. It is less than that, and so much more. Giver of Runes. Leaving it untapped and saying go. I mean, it can't protect itself. I'm just going to kill it, so... Does not bother Runes. I don't really see a reason not to attack there. I'm scared like a flash creature or something like that, but... Untap. They could attack edge us, but whatever, I guess. We have Vendilion Clique. Alright. Play lands, they go. If they edge us, we just cast Clique in response. If they don't, we cast Subtlety, which is also great. Now we're in like Mystic Snake range, which is pretty sweet, so. Start hard casting this bad boy. Aether Vial. Sure. Not as good now. And they're going to say go. Alright, Brazen Borrower. Actually, I think it's Clique over Borrower. We're going to take a look at their hand. Clique ya. What you got? Show me. Show me your cards. Show me your cards, I say. You. Peek. The best Vendilion Cliques are the ones where you just don't take a card. Just want to see what they got. They're going to Solitude in response. Pitching Arbiter. That's fine. Whatever. Sure. It's fine. I don't have a problem with this. Be like Code Subtlety in response. That's just stupid. So we have plenty of random 3/1s. They're going to Ephemerate it. 3 cards in hand now? I guess we have to Dismember now. Otherwise, they kill... I guess they're not, like, killing another thing. But they get the 3/2 lifelinker, which is kind of annoying. And, yeah, I'm just going to kill this, whatever. It fizzles the Ephemerate, too, so... Down to 12. Still lose Clique. Still gain 3, which is a nice exchange, actually, with the Dismember. And then we get to look at their hand. They have 3 cards left. In pretty good shape here, I think. The Aether Vial is pretty slow. They could, like, just slow play it and do that, but we have a Borrower, too. Kill that. Fizzle that. Fizzle that. Exile that. Gain 3 life. Clique ya. Hand is Archon of Emeria, Path to Exile, or another Solitude. I mean, I don't really mind being pathed, and Archon's not that good. The question is, do I want to take Solitude or not, or just leave it in their hand? I think I want to leave everything here. None of these cards are particularly scary, honestly. Unless they're hard casting Solitude. Like, if they run land, it's pretty annoying. But other than that, I think this is, like, fine. Archon's kind of whatever. We have these healthy anyway. And then Path to Exile is fine, too. Just give us land. So, it's either Solitude or nothing. It's nothing. Alright, draw. Ratchet Bomb. Ratchet Bomb indeed. Gonna say go here. Just gonna leave up our Subtlety. Ideally, they cast Archon. We Subtlety it. If not, we just cast Brazen Borrower. Not a lot to bomb here, so ideally, they play a spell, we Subtlety it, untap, draw land, play Ratchet Bomb, and have Borrower too, so. The old Path to Exile Tectonic Edge deck. It's a classic. It's a classic. Alright, there's land number 4. That makes me feel worse about leaving Solitude. Again, we said the worst case was them going runner lands. But I can't really see them like not casting Archon here, because Archon's not even that good anyway. And why not just like run it out? Oh, I was originally gonna cast this, so. Alright, so here comes Archon. Fantastic. We cast Subtlety. Which we're stoked about. We just want to get us something in play. A lot of this deck is just like getting something in play and untapping with it, so you can leave all your counterspell stuff up. Target the Archon. Might end up clocking them, honestly. This game takes longer. Almost 10 minutes now. On the stack, they have the option to put it on top or bottom. I imagine bottom. No, put it on top. Wow, I'm surprised. I'm very, very happy they're drawing Archon next turn. Very, very happy. Since it's not land number 5. So we're going to replay the exact same turn, but I have this thing in play. Great. And I have Blast Zone now. Awesome. Great. Attack with this. Gonna path me? Sure. I'll allow it. Now the question is, do I want to leave up Subtlety and just play the same turn, or play Ratchet Bomb? I think I want to play the same turn. Just say go. So path is gone. Their hand is Solitude, drawing Archon, and of course Yorion's in the companion zone. Vial goes to 2. Just gonna do it again. Here we go. Maybe. Put Yorion in hand. Sure. So upper hand is Yorion, Archon, Solitude. But now I have free reign to cast Brazen Borrower, which is cool. They're working this Vial up. I would like to destroy it before it gets to 5, if that's going to be a concern. I have his Blast Zone too, though. Double Ratchet Bomb. Ratchet Bomb's got it going on. Attack for 3. Now our clock is ahoy. We have the Hall of the Storm Giants. They have Tectonic Edge, obviously, so it's not like, you know, super relevant, but bomb it up. So you go. Aether Vial. Up to 3. Now they can Vial in Archon, if they want to. Archon just blocks Borrower, which is kind of annoying, because again, like this deck wants to get one thing in play and be able to keep it going. So that by Archon blocking and trading, we lose that opportunity. Ugh. That's kind of gross. All right, we gotta sell this. So they'll put the Stoneforge on top. Again, Stoneforge is pretty good against us because obviously not only is it card advantage, but I can find something that we can't counter, which is annoying. So put that on top. I'm sure they will. And if they want to tech edge us, I guess they could do that. But we've got some stuff in play. They can Vial in an Archon. Trading Borrower for Archon's at the end of the world. But Stoneforge is on top. Put a charge counter on the bomb. Untap. Draw another Hall of Storm Giants. All right. In for 6. They'll Vial and the Archon. They'll block the Brazen Borrower. They go to 14. We have a lot of work to do. We have a lot of work to do. Can cast like a Ratchet Bomb because it's possible we're going to want to play this on 2. Or bomb this on 2. So we have Blast Zone on 1 right now. Double Haul is not bad here. It is a pretty big chunker. No, they're gonna not block with Archon. I'm actually pretty interested in that. They go to 11. Which I'm kind of down with, honestly. We say go here. So now they're going to Vial in the Archon. It's a 2/3 flyer. It's not really that relevant. Bombing on 3 is not ideal. Vial's going to 4, I can only assume. Yeah. We can buy Blast Zone and destroy the Vial now, because now they have 2 5-drops in their hand. Seems like a good place to be. They're at 11. We're at 15. We cast Stoneward Mystic. Yeah, it's going to resolve, unfortunately. Doesn't feel too good for us, but sure. They can win this game. Game 3 is going to be very, very tight for them on time. We are behind right now, unfortunately, but... Alright, they're coming in? Their hand is Sophie, Solitude, Yorion. We're going to bomb up here. And then I guess we're going to pop Blast Zone. We got to get rid of this Aether Vial, unfortunately. We need some help here. I'm not going to lie. We need some help. With Stoneforge in play, we can kill Stoneforge next turn if they can't sword us, but... Drawing the card Counterspell here would be exceptional. It's not that bad. Let's attack. It's fine. I actually can't play 2 spells. It's fine. They do their draw step. So we will attack with both. They're at freaking 5, which is not bad. I'm going to bomb on 2. Play a bomb, and then click them in their draw steps. They only cast 1 spell anyway, so... Click them in their draw, so we got a bomb on 2. Boom. We got a Ratchet Bomb. It's got it going on. Their hand is Sophie, Solitude, Yorion, so... Untap. Draw. And unfortunately, I would love to have a counterspell here. What we have is Vendilion Clique, and we can't let the sword resolve. Letting Yorion resolves or Solitude's pretty bad too, but the sword is actually unbeatable. So, can't allow him to cast sword here. If you haven't followed CoolStuffInc.com YouTube channel, you should definitely do that right now. Hit that subscribe button, of course, the bell, notifications. You can follow my content too. You can follow me on Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. They're gonna pitch Solitude. They drew a second Archon. So they're going to Solitude in response. Pitch cast. Now their hand is exactly Sword of Fire and Ice and Yorion. They're going to target Subtlety. Okay. I can't stop that. We're going to resolve our Clique. I suppose worst case is they draw a land and cast Yorion. But now Yorion's not even like that good with them at 5 and me at 16. And I have any lands at Hall of Storm Giants, which must be blocked. So take Sword of Fire and Ice. Now their hand is exactly, Yorion, whatever, I can remember that. And take your turn, my friend. We're going to go, we're looking pretty good here. Oh, we're going into game 3 with 5 minutes left. I would love to see a timeout win, not because I want to win like that, but because they are 10 minutes behind me, and that's just the way I'd like to see things go. Tide Shaper. All right, so in for game 3. Lost the die roll. Wait, what? Didn't lose a die roll. They just chose. They made a choice. It's not at the whims of fate. It was a choice. This is gonna be a long video. Okay, this sounds pretty good. They choose Yorion. We've got turn 2 Torpor Orb. Obviously a little awkward with our Subtlety, but I think it's definitely worth it. Opponent mulligan 6. We're gonna keep. Spreading Siege could actually be fine against them too, if they go like Plains, Ghost Quarter, Tectonic Edge, or whatever. So. Yeah, Orb's pretty nice. Orb turns off Stoneforge Mystic. There's your upkeep. A castle. The OG castle. Not that new fangled Neon Dynasty one. Alright, so we have Subtlety. So if they cast Stoneforge Mystic, they'll probably put it on top, and then we'll cast Torpor Orb. That'd be nasty. That'd be nasty. And we can ship the Spreading Seas, obviously. We don't need that. So, Thalia, Guardian of Thraben. I think we need a turn on that. The thing is, like, once Torpor Orb's in play, this card's not very good anyway. And Spreading Seas is whatever, honestly. So I'm gonna pitch cast this. There's also, once this Torpor Orb's in play, they can't Skyclave my God of Sea, and they can't Solitude it either. So Torpor Orb's pretty good here, I'm not gonna lie. Top or bottom, what do you think? Top. Sure. That's great. Now we cast the Orb. And again, Torpor Orb turns off Yorion, Skyclave, Solitude, Stoneforge, a lot of stuff. And then we're casting the God. And they have to have, like, exactly Path to Exile, which is fine. Emeria, untapped. Paid 3. Thalia. Oh, they have a Skyclave in their hand. They just, like, forgot, maybe? Not sure why else they would do that. I mean, they could have Path, I guess, but here's our Counterspell. We could be, like, super conservative and just, like, try and wait till we cast this with the Counterspell up. I'm not going to do that because they have Thalia also. So, if they have Path to Exile, they have it. They can't cast it this turn, so. Cost 2 mana on their turn to cast. We get a mana of our own. So be it. They're on the clock, realistically. So, the longer the game goes, the better it is for us. We're almost at a full 10 minutes ahead of them. Ghost Quarter. Sure. I guess Leon and Arbiter would be a little annoying here, but whatever. As long as this thing sticks, that would be ideal. And again, a lot of their answers are checked by this, so it really is Path to Exile or bust. And once we untap with Counterspell, feels pretty good. I mean, this turn has taken 40 seconds so far. They are just not going to win the game at this rate. Untap, draw Vendilion Clique. We have Torpor Orb, so doesn't actually have the ability, but whatever. Play land. That was stupid. I should have attacked first. In case I draw tap land, but whatever. Attack. Draw. Click. Sure. Alright, I mean, we're exactly where we want to be. We are attacking with this, drawing cards, and saying go with mana up. So, it'd be hard to be happier. They did nothing that turn. They didn't buy Yorion. I don't know what they're doing, folks. I really don't know. Take a sip of my drink here. It's water, I swear. After this match, I don't know. All right, here we go. Thalia. In for 2. Say go. We're going to cast Vendilion Clique as a 3/1 flyer. Untap. Conclave. Attack step. Send him to Clowns. Oh, yeah. Oh, this. Once you get to this spot, this thing's attacking every turn, it just feels so good. And they are going to. They're going to Seat of the Empire, my God of Sea and Sky. So I have to draw a card anyway. This is only stuff that your opponent controls. All right, I guess you got me. They have killed my God. I still draw a card. Still in for. Oh, look at that. Easy game. Just easy game. That's why you play 4, folks. Play 4 of your best cards, you know? Doesn't matter if it's legendary. Guess who's back? And they're now down to 2 minutes left. I don't think they can close out this game in 2 minutes. So. Flicker Wisp. Nope. Just throw in flyer. Sure. Alright. And We're going to say go here. We're going to attack with both. Obviously, if they want to trade the Wisp for the Clique, that's totally fine. Try and double block. That works too. Draw a card. Faerie Conclave numero 2. Sure. And I want to click and counterspell, so we're going to play the Castle Vantress instead. Go. You're up. Get the variety pack of blue lands here. Hall, Conclave, Vantress, down to a minute 30. Tick tock, Hook's afraid of a ticking clock. To die would be a great adventure. Hey, wait a minute. Ain't you Peter Pan? Alright, round 3, on the play. 1-1. Hopefully this one will go a little faster than the last one. Hands great. Keep. Only we're missing really is a pitch counterspell, but this is fine. Got Conclave. You got Counterspell on or Petty Theft on 2 into the God. The God. God of Sea and Sky. Scalding Tarn? Okay. Is it a Ragavan? That'd be annoying. No. It is not a Ragavan. What year is it? It's Flameblade Adept. That's a sweet card. That is a sweet, sweet card. Sego. Flameblade Adept. Some sort of Hollow One shenanigans? Street Wraith. Here comes the party. Down to 15. So if you discard a card, this thing is +1/+0 and raise menace naturally. Insolent Neonate resolves. I'm going to take 2 here. I get the feeling that I have a second land. If I Petty Theft it, but they do, and they'll replay. Yeah, they don't. So, like, I think that we could have, like, bounced it in combat and saved 2 damage, but if they go just, like, go land replay it, it sucks pretty bad, so we're going to Petty Theft here. And then we're going to feel pretty good about just casting our God. I don't think there's really that much recourse. It's not a bad draw either. Alright. You have a turn to deal with my God here, my 3/4 God. I don't think you're playing on Holy Heat. Lightning Bolt seems possible, but that 4th point of toughness, you know. Whew. Whew. Mega Ophidian. Cycling, pay 2 with nothing in play for benefiting it. That's awesome. The old Insolent Neonate. Manners are for mortals. Discard Vengevine? Oh, what is going on here? They're going to scoop, I think, and they just missed on land twice. A Vengevine deck. Burning Inquiry. Alright, each player discards, draws 3 cards, discards 3 cards at random. Alright, they discard a Rootwalla and another Vengevine. Oh my god, if they drew a land, they discarded the Flameblade also. I mean, they have a land here, we're probably dead, actually. 2 Vengevines here on turn 3 is pretty good. No land, 1 draw. Oh no, it's a hollow one. Oh, we're dead. Well, it was looking good for a while there. It is no longer looking good. How many hollow ones you got? Don't say more than 1. Oh my god, we're just dead. Yeah. Unfortunately, Graveyard Shenanigan deck is very good against Counterspell deck. We're just actually dead on board, basically. We got nothing. Alright, next game. Alright, we can like bounce something once, but like it doesn't matter, we're just dead. So, alright, tough game. Tough game. Double Vengevine on turn 3, very good. Very good. We need to bring in our relics and our hearses. And we need to take out... Chalice is great against them, obviously. Dismember is not very good against them. Because, like, for the most part, they're just playing things that are easy to kill. Spreading Seas is interesting, but not great. Ratchet Bomb seems okay, but not great. Hurkyl's replace with Nevi's Dismembers, honestly. Spreading Seas also seems sketchy. Maybe we'll shave one of these. I guess Vendilion Clique seems kind of bad too, honestly. What's their blue for? What's their blue for? They played Steam Vents, but they played no blue cards. want Spreading Season to play. Just like cheese them off their land. They should go like Mountain, you know, Adept, and we just Spreading Season. They don't have any more red anymore. All right, let's shave like Dismember, Clique. I'm gonna keep the season, and Force of Negation seems fine. Subtlety seems not great, honestly. I'm gonna shave another Clique and shave one Subtlety. Let's try this. I think Spreading Season on the play might be fine. This is gonna be hard though. It's pretty reliant on our Relic, realistically. On the play, double Chalice, one land, mulligan. This hand's awful. Opponent ball against a 6 also. We can't keep his hand. His hand actually doesn't do anything. Yeah. And we're also like kind of mulling for a Relic too, so we'll mulligan again. Sure, this is much better. We're going to keep this. We're going to ship a God. Yeah, we're going to ship God plus Subtlety. Opponent ball against a 5. I'm mulligan to 5. They didn't mulligan to 6. Keep this. Ship God, Subtlety. Alright. Relic, do your thing, my friend. You have a lot of work to do, but here we go. Here we go. Freaking hollow one, man. That's old school. Steam Vents. Burning. I can't force this. So, alright. They discarded hollow one. They play a hollow one too. Jeez. Alright, sure. Pretty fun deck. Pretty fun deck. Untap and draw. Alright, it's not great. I mean, pay thefting the hollow one's not that bad. I mean, draw land, obviously, but... Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Alright, take 4 or bounce it now? They have 5 cards in hand. Yeah, bounce it now. Six cards in hand, one of which is a hollow one. Hard cast Root Wallace, they go. Oh, thank God. Land, please. Oh, my God. Thank God. All right, let's go. Now we got a chance. Now we got a chance. So you're telling me there's a chance. So go. Blazing Root Wallace is the kind of card I can get behind. Blazing Root Wallace is sweet. Super sweet. Pitch Fury? Oh. Alright. They got 4 cards in hand now? That kind of stinks. Alright, sure. Goodbye, God. Gods are no match for elementals, clearly. They exiled an Asmo. Blah, blah, blah. There's a hard cast on their Walla. Alright. This is going to be an interesting game, honestly. That was a absolutely brutal Fury. Untap. Draw Chalice of the Void. That's not bad. It's not bad. Like, this does turn off a pretty large portion of their spells. But they just, like, can attack us for 4 or 6 every turn and kill us, so we got a ways to go. There's land number 2, sure. Comes in tapped? Wow. I'm stunned. Stunned that land came in tapped. I don't know how you don't pump both of these. That doesn't make any sense to me at all. They don't want to trade 2 damage for 2 damage with me? That's insane. Just insane. Alright, I'm gonna pop this relic. Maybe we need to draw something, honestly. Draw. Blast Zone. Not bad. Not bad. Play this. There you go. We have Borrower and we have Clique ready to go. See if they pump into my Blast Zone or not. They're going to scoop. Okay. Sure. I like that. Quick and snappy, you know? Quick and snappy. All right. Game 3 on the draw is going to be tough. Obviously, keeping a full set would be nice. I'm going to board the Spreading Seas out because now we're on the draw. Not nearly as good. Bring in Dismembers and maybe Ratchet Bombs. Bomb on 0 or 1. Seems better than the other cards, I guess. So, really just like very reliant on Hearse and Relic here. Although, like, unfortunately, we don't have a good answer to Hollow One. That's a relic. That's a pretty good hand. Pretty good hand, all things considered. I'm going to keep this. Until they turn 1 Inquiry, I mean, we lose all our lands, but... Sheet Wraith, sure. Stomping Ground. Okay. Asmos Mazvazva. No, Sheet Wraith, sure. Down to 14. We're over a quarter of the way there. Alright, down to 12. We're almost 2/3 of the way there. And play Hollow. That's a pretty good turn 1. Please don't play 2. Oh my god. Well, we can't ever win. They have played 11 power on turn 1 on the play. Our blue deck can't beat that. Sorry, folks. We're going to the next match. I don't know what to tell you. Our deck. I guess I could have salty one of those. I guess I screwed up. I just was so in shock what was happening. I screwed up. I just was in shock. All right. Yeah, I was really bad, obviously. Yeah, would you Dismember too? I just threw the game away. All right, that sucks. I just blanked. Sorry, folks. We Dismember one of them. Would I counter the other one? Oh, yeah, that's so bad. Very, very bad. Very, very bad. A cookbook discards a card for a food. All right. Dismember one of them. Just start the comeback trail, I suppose. We have borrowers too. Yeah, you're actually like kind of fine here. I don't know how fine is fine, but taking a whole bunch of damage. We got a 16. So we're already at 7, 9. Arid Mesa, crack it. They're also at 9. Ledger Shredder. That's a pretty sweet one. What am I doing? Alright. I think that last opponent just actually bored me to death. They just lulled me into a coma. Just thought my brain's not working anymore. Cookbook. Okay. Burning Inquiry. Okay, I think that's fine. Pretty cool deck. Pretty cool deck. Discard Fury. Inquiry resolves. We discard Relic, God, Castle. And draw another Relic. So we can bounce the hollow one. We got a long way to go here. Yeah, if I hadn't screwed up with the subtlety, we probably had a chance to win this game, but I just messed up. They would have one less hollow one, and we'd be at, a double our life total right now, and had a chance to win, but I screwed up. So, untap, draw, click. We can bounce this. They discard and recast it. We go to 2. And then we can't really beat the 2/4. Yeah, I just screwed up. I screwed up. I'm sorry, guys. My bad. My bad. I was just floored by how good their hand was, but we probably could have been in this game, but I didn't screw up. All right, shake it off. Round 4. Hands great. Keep. Hands great. Keep. Polluted Delta. Say go. Sure. So we could leave up Dismember if we want to. Or we can just Conclave. What does Polluted Delta mean? I think I want to leave it up. I think it has like Shredder is a pretty popular card to play on turn 2. I want to kill it, untap Chalice. Yeah, I'm going to put Island Say Go. Let's put Island Say Go. Let's see what they're up to. Steam Vents. Tapped. Sure. Yeah, a Shredder here would be ideal. Otawara. No? This is sketchy. This could be a Cascadey deck. In which case I don't want to play Chalice on 0. I mean on 1, I mean. This is interesting. I'm gonna wait. I'm not casting Chalice on one here. I'm just gonna play land as I go. Let's see what's up first. Like, they're playing, like, you know, Ragavan, Murktide, then I want to cast it on one, but this just feels strange to me. It's probably just Murktide. And step Charm. Alright. I mean, some Rhino decks do play Archmage's Charm. Now they have 8 cards in hand. Dash Ragavan. Iteration. Alright, so they are not a they're Ragavan. So this is fine. So I want this counterspell to defend my Chalice. Because if I counter this, they just go land, counter my Chalice. It's pretty bad for us, so... We're behind on cards, so we need to rely on Chalice to turn off multiple cards, I think. Our card advantage is Chalice the Void, however bizarre as that sounds. Untap. Clean up. Discard to hand size. Too many draw twos. Too many draw twos. Discard Lightning Bolt? Sure. Salty. Alright. Land. Chalice the Void on one. Crack Fetch. There you go. Okay. It's like, I don't know if they're casting that. I mean, Spell Snare would be sick. I do love me a good Spell Snare. They counterspell, we counterspell back. Counterspell. Oh, look at this ugly counterspell, too. This is how you do it. Atari Wizard Adept. Forget this Pyromancer whatever stuff. Alright, we take it up. So that turns off a lot of cards in their deck. Lightning Bolt, Ragavan, Channeler, Consider. Pretty good spread. Equal Spell Pierce, maybe. And now we say go. Or I'm assuming they say go. Draw Force of Negation? Sure. So we have Subtlety lined up, which is nice for a Murktide. That would be really good against Murktide. So they would delve the cards away. Nothing. Alright. We're gearing in, folks. Gearing in for the long game. Trying to work our Blast Zone up to 7 or whatever Murktide is. Or leave it on 1. I have Dismember for the small creatures, but we're going up to 2. I should actually just go up 7, honestly. Just like have a way to kill Murktide. Murktide is 7, right? I gotta... It's 7. Alright. Yep. Up 2. Dismember can kill either Air Shredder or the 1-drops, so I actually think I just want to go up. Actually, they can't play 1-drops anyway, so... I'll just go up. Blast Zone. Alright. Untap. Obviously, we could have Vantress there, too. But... Yeah, I should have... That was dumb. I should have Vantress. I want to make these land drops here, so... Tap land. Yeah, we'll Vantress. That was a little, too much on my part, I think. Scry 2. Bottom Dismember, top island. Untap and draw island. Say go. It's a classic control-y mirror. They have a full 7 in hand. Cast Ledger Shredder. We are going to cast Subtlety, I think? Or no? Nah, we'll just Dismember it. We'll Dismember it. Save us for a Murktide. This is a pretty clean Dismember, so... They're going to counterspell the Dismember. I don't really mind doing it again, honestly. Before they connive. If they counter this also, then we'll start considering how deep you really want to go here. Wow. Alright, we're going to defend here. I'm going to hardcast Force of Negation. Because Force is like kind of whatever, so just get our value off of it now. It's a little clunky. Mostly tapped out, so whoosh, clear a stack. They can eye for both of us too. It kind of sucks, but they can discard their 1-drops. Unholy Heat. Oh, they have Heat too, right? And discard a Spell Pierce, sure. So Shredder's pretty good there. It did allow them to clear some of their bad cards, but Counterspell, sure. So they go. Now they've used 3 of their counters. 2 counterspells. 2 counterspells and a charm so far. Probably about 3 counters left. Mishra's Bobble. Take a look at me. Not themselves with a vegetable line of play. Interesting. 4 cards left. This is going to be a Murktide. Sure. Cast Subtlety. Get our clock going. Like, if they have exactly 2 more counterspells, which seems pretty unlikely. We're in trouble here, but, like, that seems pretty wild, so. All right, then. We like that. All right, so game number 2. Relic, Bomb, both interesting. I would say Spreading Seas, not very interesting. I like to shave Dismember, or everything feels pretty good, honestly. Like, the Bomb and the Blast Zones can deal with the 1-drops, although killing a Ragavan on turn 1 is like really, really important. Clique, it seems awesome. Force, honestly, Force of Negation doesn't seem particularly amazing. It's fine, but almost every other card, yeah, shit, it's just a Bomb. Bomb doesn't actually seem great. Bomb kills the 1-drops, but like, I think 1 Bomb is fine. Do I want Hearse and the relics? No, I don't think so. I think it's good. I'm cool with this. I'm cool with this. All right. Hand is definitely soft for turn 1 Ragavan, but what are you going to do? We're going to keep. I can't look at this hand, I don't think. All right, here we go. Dismember off the top. He has some gut shots in his deck, too. What have gut shots at? Chalice the Void? All right. This is probably pretty bad. Turn Ragavan on the play. Mostly because they can just leave mana for counterspells, have a threat in play. This card's silly. They exile Force of Negation. Yeah, now we're just gonna like cast Chalice. They're gonna counter it. We're just gonna lose, I think. But that's alright. Needed that Dismember. Play Chalice. I have a hard time seeing this resolving. Oh, maybe. Maybe. Nope, they kept the card. We're dead. Worst feeling ever when they keep the... Oh, never mind. I guess now they have, like, possible shatter effects, so... Ragavan gets me for 1 more turn. The Shredskis. Okay. Alright, so... I mean, Clique's okay. Ragavan reveals a land. They have 4 cards in hand. Get Island Sig-Go. So we attempt to cast Clique here, and then we can pitch Force if we need to try and defend it, to try and block Ragavan. It's not that bad. Alright. They are going to shred a lot. Shredder's very good against Chalice. Just ship all your 1s. Alright, so we're going to Force here. Force this, pitch Counterspell. Shred. Do your thing. Do your thing. Consider. Okay. 2-4 now. Nothing a little petty theft can't deal with, but... We gotta fight again? Flusterstorm? Oh, that's the amount of spell that works through Chalice the Void. Alright, you got me. You got me this time. They're down to 2 cards. I mean, like... We're still in... I guess we're in a bit of doo-doo here, but... Discard Iteration? Wow, really? It's like the best possible card, it feels like. Alright. This is bad. This is bad. Ragged Band has started the snowball. Rolling down the hill. No. You got me. Flustered. I'm flustered, folks. So, in for 5, make a treasure, 2 cards left. Imagine if they had Murktide here, too. That'd be sick. That would be about as good as it gets. Sacked. Oh, they had a Brazen Borrower. So they can, like, petty theft my Chalice, and the Brazen Borrower will go into their adventure zone. But they're not going to do it. Wow. I'm surprised. That wasn't bad. Was there a Dismember? That can kill the Shredder, and then we can petty theft the Ragavan. This is all assuming that they don't have any counterspells in their hand, but let's play land. We'll just start here, see what we can do. Down to 7. This will put us shields down if we petty theft here. Might need to take one more hit, which feels so bad, but treasure. Or charm? Nope. Treasure. Alright. I'm gonna counter this. Oh no, it's gonna grow then. God damn it, no. We can't do that. Then it's gonna grow. If I counter this, they'll connive and they'll grow it. That's so bad for us. Okay, this is really bad. That's going to resolve. And now I'm going to petty theft on their turn. And I wanted to bounce Ragavan so I couldn't cast it again, but maybe I just have to counter the Shredder now because it's just so freaking big. Or bounce the Shredder, I mean. We're in trouble. We're in trouble. There's no two ways about it. So Shredder bounces, but obviously they just recast it. They have Ragavan going also. We bounce Ragavan there. We're just like banking on drawing an answer to the thingy. It's funny, like this deck really could use Threads of Disloyalty. Super awesome card from Kamigawa like a million years ago. Threads of Disloyalty is a blue 1. It's a control magic for creatures that cost 2 or less. That card would be awesome in this deck. Steal Shredder, Steal Ragavan, Steal Death Shadow, Tarmogoyf for whatever. Super awesome card. Would love to see that. They get Chalice on 2 here. I'd respect that. I'd have mad respect for that. Try and lock this game up. Cast my own Chalice against me. Yes, no, maybe. Looks like it. Oh, you'd love to see it. Alright, Chalice on 2. That's a good play. A lot of our outs cost 2. That's a pretty good play. Heads up play by our opponent. We draw an island. We get like Chump Block for a turn. We're basically dead though. Play Borrower, Chump Block. Yeah, we're just like... I don't see a way out here. We draw like Subtlety. Doesn't even matter because can't block successfully. Yeah, I don't see a way out here. Ragavan hits. It reveals Ratchet Bomb. Okay. Jace the Mind Sculptor. Counterspell. All right. All right. All right. Tough game. Tough game. Ragavan on the play. No answer. No subtlety. No dismember. That's okay though. Game 3. Don't want bomb number 2. I don't think I do. Now I'm on the play, so it's not as bad. I guess it's fine. We're good. We're good. I'm not worried. I ain't worried. They're worried because they're resideboarding. They're resideboarding. It's such a wild deck. I still like. I'm just looking at this deck and I'm just like, I can't even fathom that these cards would be put together in this configuration. Like, so many dismembers, so many clicks, so many conclaves and halls. Like, this is crazy. It's a crazy, crazy deck list. Ugh. I mean, this hand's like quite close to being good. I would say 1 land away from being really, really good. We got to mulligan this, unfortunately. It stinks. Mulligan to... It's passable. Keep this. I think we ship Counterspell. We have the answer to Ragavan on 1. I think it's Borrower, actually. I don't think it's Borrower. Pot mulligan 6 also. This is going to be a hard game. This is going to be a hard game. Alright. Conclave, go. Prefer no Ragavan, because now we got to kill it, and we can't leave Counterspell up, but... Tilt. Sure. Alright. Land on a bobble, too. Sure. Do your thing. Live your life. Live your life. Draw. I mean, we got to Chalice the Void. We got to just do it, I think, while they're tapped out. We can kill Ragavan next turn and have Counterspell up. Yeah, alright. Alright, we're in. We're in. Ragavan gets 1 hit in. Bring it on. Bring it on. I ain't scared. Bring it on. Worst case here is land Ledger Shredder. That would make things difficult. Without land Shredder here, I think we're in pretty good shape. Yeah, you got me. You got me. They hit a land, make a treasure. Don't do it. Explosives on 0? Sure. Alright, that works. So, explosives on 0. Now we can kill my my Chalice. We say go. They pop explosives. We dismember the thing. Triple Counterspell now. Crack this. A boom boom. Dismember. While the Chalice is still in place, they can't like Spell Pierce me or something like that. If they Fluster Storm, it's only for 2. I can pay for it. Only for 1 actually, right? Because the Chalice will counter the first copy. I guess they're like gonna make a mana anyway because the explosive will destroy the treasure regardless. Oh, I guess that's stupid. I should just like let them. If they're gonna pass priority, what the hell's going on? If they're gonna pass priority, I should just let it blow up, so they're tapped out completely. But whatever. All right, sig up. So we got triple Counterspell versus 5 cards in hand, 2 lands. Iteration? No, absolutely not. You don't always counter card draw spells, but with them, yeah, then I have a 3rd land here, so we draw. All right. What's better than 3 counterspells? 4 counterspells. All right, there's land number 3. Crack Misty. What's this? This is a Murktide with Spell Pierce, whatever backup. They only have 1 spell in the graveyard. It'd be a 4/4 Murktide. They have Spell Pierce here, though. It's probably good enough, honestly. It's probably good enough. Yeah. They have Spell Pierce here for sure, or Flush Storm. 100%. 100%. All right, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. So they resolve a 4/4 Murktide. Now we need a Dismember or a Petty Theft. And we need it soon. That's an island. Saying go. Four's not huge, but still, you know, almost Tombstalker is still pretty good. Oh, Flush Storm. Oh, I should add a counter. Retreat Dismember. That's sick. That's sick. All right. Back in the game. Back in the game. And upkeep. Try and kill it. I guess we actually want to do this. Down to 6 life points. This way, if it resolves, I can just edit Blast Zone later. They defend. We defend. They don't have Flush Storm, we're just dead, obviously, but whatever. What are you going to do? You know, like, you want to counter War. Flush Storm's a good way to do it. Oh my god. Well, as I said earlier, Mystical Dispute is the best card in the entire format against us because it is a 1-mana counterspell for every card in our deck. Now we're dead. And now we're very dead. Can't draw Dismember anymore. I guess exactly Petty Theft would keep us alive and maybe get things going for us, but it's tough. It's tough. Down to Petty Theft or Bust. That's Chalice of the Wood. Alright, tough. Tough. Alright, final round of the play. I'm still happy doing more research here because this deck is an enigma. We're gonna mulligan, fortunately. On the play, it's close, but need a land. Mulligan. I mean, I guess, sure. Not happy about it. Not happy about it at all. I'm gonna keep this and ship, I think the island. Alright. Not ideal, but sure. Let it ride. We haven't drawn the god in like a really long time, feels like. Feels like it's been forever since we've cast the god. And the god is like the important card in the deck by far. By far the most important card in the deck. Faerie Conclave. Go. What year is it? What year is it? So we're on 6, they're on 7. Polluted Delta. Sega. Alright. Blast Zones for days. Steam Vents. Untapped. Consider. Sure. Do your thing. Do your thing. Is that a Murktide deck? This deck's fairly popular, I guess. They're going to bin Expressive Iteration? Whew. Must need a land. Nope. We'll have a bunch of iterations. Darcy. Darcy. So we're going to Dismember here. They have Sorcery, Instant Land. Yeah, like, this is fine. We could, like, try and get it with the Clique, but then we're, like, tapping out in their main phase. I don't know. I just want to kill this. By Blast Zone, say go. You serve Phyrexia. Your pieces would be better served Phyrexia elsewhere. Island. Channeler. Sure. Channel has to walk right into Clique, so that's fine with us. Cliquea. Set up for second Clique when they kill the first Clique. Click, 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 click. Click, 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 click. They have 5 cards in hand. Are they considering Counterspell my Clique here? Doesn't look like it. Doesn't look like it. Their hand is very good. Hand is very good. Iteration, Shredder, Murktide, Heat, Land. Oh my god, their hand is really good. Iteration's like by far the best card. Interesting they would just like cast and leave up here. They could just like, it could have gone Shredder, Channeler. Like playing around a Counterspell pretty hard here, honestly. I think I'm going to take the Iteration. And then we'll try and take Murktide with the second one. It's a good hand. It's a really good hand. Alright, so untap. Subtlety. It's not bad, I suppose. Play Blast Zone, say go. No attacks. I'm going to try and block. Try and block. I imagine they're going to try and heat this end step. Sure, that's fine. So, Surveil. Now the problem is if we click them, they just cast Murktide, which is bad. So we probably have to like take 3 off the Channeler and just go again next turn. I suppose we could just cast a Subtlety if they try and cast a Shredder, but... Play land. They have Shredder, Otawara, Murktide, X in hand. Nothing. Great. Clicky again. Clicky again. Wow, they're going to counter this one. Nope. Mystery Burst. What is this? What do you got for me here? Archmage's Charm? Sure. It's great. Surveil? Absolutely. They're down to Otawara, Shredder, Murktide. They keep the card on top also. We draw Oboro, Alice in the Clouds. Okay. Say go. Obviously, a Blast Zone for the Channeler if we really want it, but I think I would still like to leave up Subtlety, and then I can end step Blast Zone if I need to. Now there's pressure on them to add an extra threat to the board because we're going to end step kill their Channeler, so wouldn't just be surprised to see a Shredder here. In which case, we'll definitely cast Subtlety. No, wow. I'm surprised. All right. Boom. Untap. Subtlety. Sure. Five cards. Shredder, Otawara, Murktide, XX. Play Shredder. I mean, I guess it's just not allowed to play Murktide if I try and counter this. Alright, this is fun. Lightning Bolt targeting me. Very aggressive. Spiral Canal. Play Otawara. Say go. Their hand is Murktide card. Add a counter to Blast Zone. Untap. Draw. God of Sea and Sky. Can't cast that one yet. Just gotta say go, and then I guess let them attack me, and then end step Blast Zone Shredder. Attempting to be in a spot once again where the board's empty, so they have to commit a threat. Dash Ragavan. That's so not good for us. I now if we Subtlety, they just cast Murktide, and we can't really beat that unless we draw basically exactly Petty Theft. But if his Ragavan hits us, we probably also can't win. Oh man. This is taking 3. Give them a treasure. I gotta counter this. We just gotta get lucky, I think. Oh, I guess I could pitch cast the Subtlety also. Consider in response? I am shocked. Shocked. They wouldn't just jam Murktide. Shocked. Discard Unholy Heat. Pump the Shredder. Subtlety. Target this. 3 cards and end. I mean, this can safely block Shredder, which is great. Put the Ragavan on top. They have a land. Alright. Here comes Merc. No. Lightning Bolt? There's allergic to casting this Murktide? Alright, sure. The problem is we're in the exact same spot next turn. Just have 5 life instead of 7, so I just don't think we can win. Tap and draw Island. Yeah. I mean, I guess, like, we could try and block with Faerie Conclave on the Ragavan, but it just seems so hard to actually win this game. I guess we could, like, activate Conclave, block, pop, Blast Zone, and then Subtlety the Murktide, but, like, then we've got Stone nothing, and they draw Murktide next turn. What else can I do, though? What else can I do? Here's Faerie Conclave. Here's a block. Here's a Blast Zone. Now we're down 2 lands also. Oh, wait. Alright, we're good. Alright, so exile a bunch of crap. This has been a difficult game. This has been a difficult game. I guess we could just, like, literally just, like, be all in on drawing a Petty Theft next turn. But, no, we're just gonna do this. Feels bad. Feels bad. So they put Murktide on top. They cast it again next turn. We need to draw, like, I guess drawing Counterspell will be fine, too. So we have this thing to draw off of also. We're trying. We're scrapping. Murktide on top, surprisingly. Untap and draw Island. Draw with this. Not quite. Not quite. Got a lot of fancy lands in play, but none of them particularly do much. If we had drawn Counterspell, would have been sweet. Play Murktide. It's just a 5/5. Just a 5/5. Untap and draw. Chalice. All right. Tough game. Tough game. Relics. Hearses. Because they're playing Darcy, our last opponent was probably not. These bombs are more interesting. Spreading Seas are gone. And what do we cut? All of our cards seem good. I want these hearses. Hearse does neuter Murktide and the other one. And goes reasonably big. The bombs seem fine. I guess on the play, it's a lot of cards. Subtlety, Force of Negation, Clique's pretty good. Dismember's pretty good. Maybe on the play. December, we just need December, I think. Just don't want the bombs. And then I'll shave like a subtlety, I guess. Sure, let's try this. All right, on the butt. Yo, bro, I heard you like blue lands. Heard you like blue fancy lands. We're gonna mulligan this hit. That's better. It's better. Keep this, ship a relic. A little softer Ragavan, but try and make it work. Resolve relic and say go. Bouncing a Ragavan is not ideal, but it is on the possible agenda. Nothing. Nothing. Wow, really? No pseudo scries? Alright, sure. Do your thing, I guess. Try counterspell? Cool. Alright. You're up. Guess they want to like do it on our end step to see more information. Sure. They're going to keep the card on top. Guess I probably should have reliced them before the fetch went off, but whatever. To remove the artifact for Delirium, but super thin, so. Alright, fetch. We shredding? They shredding. No, that's a Ragavan. I guess we just counter it. The mana advantage is just so oppressive, so counter it, say go. Even though like they're dashing it, they bounce back to their hand. They just get extra mana for next turn, and I think it just like snowballs a little bit. So just deal with it now. I highly doubt that we're casting Brazen Borrower, so I'll just play Hall and say go. Definitely going to be working through these relics for sure, as far as just like cycling them for better stuff. But for now, this is fine. A little sad we haven't activated the Hall of the Storm Giants yet. As an iteration, that sucks. That sucks. Consider. Land consider, sure. Bin Unholy Heat, draw a card, and say, we're going to pop Relic right now. Let's see what's up. Yeah, more where that came from, you know. Force of Negation, alright. Dismember, alright. Relic, alright. They have 7 cards in hand. A Darcy. And it's a very tiny Darcy. Consider. Yep. Svyelun. Relic's hungry. Relic's hungry. Done. Right. 6 cards in hand is a lot of cards. Where's our God? I feel like we haven't drawn God in like 3 matches. It's been so long. I forgot what it even looked like. This deck does feel pretty bad without it. It is definitely the cornerstone card of a deck, and it's not even close. Alright, here we go. I should have reliced them main phase, whatever, it's fine. It's very thin. Very thin. Land 5. They have 6 cards in hand. Oh, yeah. In for one. Let's go. You don't have to attack, but you can if you want to. And so. Do I want to still work on his Blast Zone? I think I do. We're going up to at least 2, so... 2 answers Shredder. And then we could start working up to 7 if we're feeling frisky, but... Draw a land? Alright. I mean, not really in like a huge rush here. They can't Murktide us. They can't Channeler us. We can always dismember a Ragavan. Shredder's like the only really annoying card. We have Blast Zone, so like... This is like, alright, I guess. Crack Islet, sure. Ugh. We gotta force this. Let them, we're gonna do this, then let them surveil. Surveil says Steam Vents. Hardcast Force. Crack. Alright, so they're going to defend here. Does put them up 2 cards. Or a card, I guess, but they're going to counterspell. Sure. It's a nice counterspell. That's classy. I'll allow that. I'll allow that. Surveil again. Keep the card on top. Lucky. Alright. Iteration. The problem with this game is they've resolved 2 iterations, so there's plus 2 cards on us, and we haven't really found a way to battle back. I guess the good news we could do here is we could just, like, pop Relic, try and draw land, and haul them. And they're actually scared of that. They're actually scared of that. That is very interesting. Do we like Dismember or Borrower? Dismember this, pop Relic, try and find land. It sucks is they're at 15, not 14 for 2 hits, but I could also bounce the Channeler and then have Borrower available possibly later, but I'm gonna Dismember, I think. Dismember. Oops. Kill this. Relic. Try and find some action. Alright. It's funny how Island is out. Oh, no. Oh, that one's good, too. Oh, that one's even better. Alright, sure. Of course, now we draw the one turn we want to fire up the hall. We've drawn the God of Sea and Sky. They shouldn't really be able to kill it, honestly, because Unholy Heat's the only way to do it, probably. So, I mean, we gotta cast this. We cannot not cast our bestest friend here. Play God's Sake up. We have Borrowed. I'll push it through, too. So, yeah, as much as I wanted to get that haul in, I think if they were at 14, there's a very real chance just firing up the haul is better. But with 3 haul swings being the clock and not 2, we got to cast our main card here. Could have, like, double Bolt, you know, to kill it. Or, like, even, like, double Unholy Heat or something like that. But Fury. You brought in Fury against us? I really don't like you. Alright. Sure. I mean, it's 2 for 1, I guess. But it's not ideal. Pitched on Holy Heat. Fury to the bin. 5 cards in hand. Dash Ragavan. I'm going to attempt a petty theft. Try and keep things clear for my haul next turn. I don't like this, but that was a nasty Fury. I did not enjoy that at all. Sure, that's fine. Not good, but fine. Take our damage, take our lumps. We need to find this extra point of damage, but they had our Force of Negation. Sure, we have 3 cards in hand now. They're gaining mana, but spending mana on dashing Ragavan too, obviously, so... Alright. Hall of the Storm Giants. I need you. I need you right now. Hold on. Let's make sure we get this right. All right. 1/7/7 Ward 3 Giant, please. Chunk. So you go. Ain't nobody got time for Counterspell. God, I wish they were at 7. I wish. I wish I was a little bit taller, y'all. Consider. All right. It's a lot of pressure, you know, like they don't really have many chump blockers in their deck. So consider we'll bin a channeler. I mean, now they're in the range where we could like possibly cast a Murktide, but one red. Cast Ragavan. Cast Murktide too. Murktide would be a 5/5. And then one chump would get them through. What can't Ragavan do, you know? Play it on turn 1, snowballs uncontrollably. Play it on turn 8. It's a $70 chump blocker. It's too good. Does everything, it's just too good. So there again, if they were at 7 here, we could like push through a hall, force chump block, and try and kill them next turn. But we draw Subtlety, which isn't bad, honestly. So we're gonna say go. Take 5 from Murktide. We could try and play the Subtlety. We Counterspell to back it up. Try and make some moves here. See what we can do. They have 4 cards is a lot. 4 cards is a lot of cards in hand. Here they come. Just Murktide. Just Murktide. It's only 5, so it's a 3-turn clock. Now we're at 8, and they say go. We cast Subtlety. See what happens. We're running out of time, so with 4 cards in their hand, I guess the ideal scenario here is that they cast a Counterspell here, we Counterspell back and it resolves. We untap, fire up the Hall attack, they chump block, go to 5, and the Hall gets them next turn. These have been challenging games. This deck is definitely not very forgiving. Resolves. Nothing to target. Alright. Untap. So I don't like that. Because I want to use my Counterspell, obviously. Let me draw the god again. So I think we cast the attack and just cast God. Like, fire up the Hall here and attack a both. They just like Ragavan, block Hall, and they have a bolt, something like that for the Subtlety. We just lose everything and we can't ever win. So I think we need a double spell. Attack. Heat it. That resolves. Heat it again. I mean, I guess they have a Counterspell here too. Alright. Now we draw exactly Petty Theft. Dismember no longer an option. Untap and draw. Okay. Alrighty then. Let's stack. Draw another card. Draw. Spell of any kind. Damn it. No, I should have specified. Alright. That sucks, but sure. They have 2 cards in hand? They're going to block. Might have a 3rd heat here, honestly. That would suck, but we say go. 3rd heat would not be ideal. Alright, so we're going to upkeep Petty Theft. They can counter it. We lose, but whatever. You know, like, what am I going to do? It resolved. Okay. They can recast Murktide as a 5/5. But we have the Hall plus the Borrower, which would force a chump on the Hall. Bobble. Okay. That is not an immediate answer. The Bobble looked at their own card. Here's Murktide. Alright. You should draw another Petty Theft. That'd be sweet. Alright. There's Murktide. 2 cards in end. One card in hand. And if they crack that, then the Hall is lethal. So play Borrower. Untap. I think we're just going for it here. I mean, they're drawing a random card. Or did they keep that card there? Ooh, they did keep that card there. They could have fetched and put a new card there. We draw Subtlety. It's a 6/6. We got... They're dead on board. If it doesn't work, we lose. But can we actually win the game if we don't go for it this turn? It's pretty hard. We have Subtlety. We can chump block Murktide for a turn. But I'm just going to go for it. Let's just do it. Any card that, like, stops us here probably wins the game for them anyway, so... They had nothing. They got a chump block here. Murktide dies. They take 6. They go to 2. We draw off our god. Draw 2. Oh my god. So you're telling me there's a chance. Come on. Go. Draw a card. I mean, it is what it is, right? You have it or you don't. All right, you don't got it. Okay. They chump block with a 6/6 Murktide, which feels nice. They go to 2. We drew a land. We're playing it. We're saying go. What a place to be. Blue. Draw 2. It's a pretty good sign. 7 minutes. Our opponents have not been fast today. This is the longest video. This might be my longest cool stuff video of all time. Just admire my beautiful islands. I don't blame him. Oh my god, we won that game. How do we win that game? I don't even know. I couldn't even tell you. On the play, or on the draw for game 3, I feel like Subtlety is kind of important, honestly. And Force of Negation is honestly not great. Counterspell, Hearse, Relic. Relics are pretty good that game. Clique's pretty good. Dismember's like kind of sus, but like you should need it to deal with Ragavan, so I'm gonna shave a Force for a Subtlety. Alright. Game 3, all the marbles. Game 3, all the marbles. Hand is good. We can keep this. This is fine. It's soft to turn Ragavan, but like, what am I gonna do? You know? Keep. Shit. Alright, Channeler, sure. That's fine, actually. That's actually good for us. Opponents are very insistent that I go to bed very late tonight. Very insistent. Bin Murktide. Blobble. Target me. Sure. Alright. Untap. They draw. Chalice. That's pretty good. Alright, say go. If we can dodge a Ragavan, I guess a Letter Shredder would be pretty bad this turn also. Here comes Channeler in for 1. Absolutely. Alright, this is like definitely Counterspell. So I would say we're going to offer Hearse here for Counterspell. And next year we can go Chalice. Or I guess Relic then Chalice. Hearse is like fine, but like I don't think it's that important compared to a Chalice. So yeah. And obviously if it resolves, sure, awesome. But it's definitely getting Counterspelled here for sure. Yeah, it's fine. So counter this. No? I mean, I'll take it too. Like, it resolves and that's fine also, you know? Could be worse. Could be worse. Beep, beep. And they're almost in the red. Almost in the red. If you're still, we must be like 3 hours in at this point. If you're still here, I love you. You're a true fan, and I really appreciate you. Counter it. Yeah, okay. We're good. Surveil. Can't force. It's our turn. They've been Spire Bluff Canal? Sure. Alright. I mean, I guess like fetch land would be a 4/4 Murktide, but would be not ideal. Play land. Red, red, red. What the hell is going on? Magus of... Are you freaking kidding me? This is how this league's gonna end? My mono blue deck getting Magus of the Moon? Oh my god. And not even Blood Moon that I can Force Negation? I can't even find the words, folks. I got no words. I got no words for you. Alright. You got me. I get to resolve Chalice and Relic here, I guess, but... Alright, we have 4 Dismember in our deck, so... play Oboro, play Relic. This does cancel Delirium. They have no blue, either. Like, what an aggressive play. Like, they're playing freaking Archmage's Charm and Counterspell in their deck, you know? Very aggressive play. Very aggressive play. And play Chalice on 1. Say go. I'm feeling too bad about this. We do have like 8 islands in our deck, 4 Dismembers in our deck. I don't mind just popping the Relic and drawing because like they don't have any blue cards anyway. We can force something. It's so funny that Force would hit Blood Moon, but not the Magus of the Moon. 1 red. They're gonna bolt me here. Just go for Delirium probably. Play Ragavan, sure. This will give him Delirium. So he gets attack for 5 this turn. Alright. We got a bit of a game here. Got a bit of a game here. And draw Castle Vantress. Do we just pop the Relic? I think we have to pop the Relic, honestly. I don't think we have a choice. Draw Counterspell. Alright, sure. Alright. We got a lot of fancy mountains. They have... The problem is, like, they only have 3 damage in play, but our main kill spell is Blood Moon. So, I'm not Blood Moon, Dismember. So we're effectively at 7 if we're going to cast one. Alright, Bobble. Their clock's in the red. Alright. Down to 8. Untap. They draw a card. We draw. Can't believe we're going out like this. I can't believe we're going out like this. Why are we playing this card over an island? I don't understand. I just don't get it. I don't get anything about this deck. It's just an absolute enigma. Bobble again. Alright. Surveil again. Alright. Bane Unholy Heat. There might have been an argument to force the first Bobble because it just puts an artifact in the graveyard. It exiles it instead, but... Alright, well, now we can't cast Dismember anymore. I guess we can, but... It's tough. Alright. We draw... What a way to go. What a way to go. Absolutely punked out. I cannot believe this. They must have like 2 islands in their deck too. And I have like, 8 or whatever. Instant, artifact, land. Surveil Shredder. Alright, you got me. Alright. I gotta say, folks, I don't know how this deck won literally anything. I must be awful at Magic. You can see here, David Bishop won the face-to-face open, which was an 8-round Modern Open with this deck. Very slight difference in the sideboard. But, and then of course, there are multiple players saying that they went, here we go, 10-0 with this deck. I just don't get it. I honestly just don't get it. The deck building is so unbelievably bizarre that it really, I don't know. I mean, a lot of our games were close. I could have played better for sure. There's no doubt that I could have played better in a number of those games. But just a weird deck. Just 4 clicks, 4 Dismember. We did suck pretty bad at drawing this card. It's definitely this is the most important part of the deck by like a mile. We were pretty bad at drawing it, for sure. But like 4 Faerie Conclaves, like 4 Dismembers. What are we playing Otawara? I mean, Oboro for? Just the non-island. I don't know. 4 Blast Zones is crazy. The Blast Zones are pretty good, I guess, but just crazy deck. I don't know. I'm super happy we played it because whenever you see a deck winning, I don't really get it. It's always good to play it because you're obviously missing something. I feel like I'm still missing it though. We're 5 matches through now. I just still don't get it. I still don't get it. But it was a lot of fun. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Nice long Modern video. If you're still here, kudos to you. Thanks for watching. I'm Jim Davis for CoolStuffInc.com. I love you all. Probably play some Arena next week for a little shorter video, all right? Love you all. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.